excuse to get the warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted Jewel Shillelagh. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So USC's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. We're hoping for a little more drama than we got a season ago when the Trojans obliterated the Irish.
They absolutely laid the hammer. And the Trojans, listen, this is a team that you can count on every year now. They're starting to put their name in the hat. They've always had so much prestige, tradition. End of the year, these games, they matter. Can they deliver another statement game again this year?
I think the Trojans coaching staff last year did such a good job getting their team's minds right. And the leaders in that locker room, they were really making sure that everyone's intensity was at a different level going into that game. No doubt they want to come out, blow out Notre Dame again, and keep the Jewel Shillelagh in the trophy case.
And back to the air on second down. That's caught. It's Lane. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Trojans are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll run play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the run. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want him to be physical.
Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Knute Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Finds his big tight end. Breaks into the open. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Just keep slinging it. Oh, they're after him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Off play action. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And that is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. So Notre Dame's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. A lot of urgency for this offense. Now the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Scanning the field, it's Lanier. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The Irish send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. He's got him. What a cut. Now he's loose. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, USC! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Dropping back, it's Lanier. Makes the grab.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Makes the grab. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Trying play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out like a tuck rule.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with the clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Moves around to clear up the vision. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front seven. And linebackers that can play downhill and not just make plays in the running game, but get in the backfield and blitz the quarterback. And you saw all of that from him right there.
And the Trojans decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll try the run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to throw. It's Lanier. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looks it in at the 40. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, David. To me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
All by himself. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to power it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here come the Irish, back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Notre Dame lines up quickly. Back to throw, it's Lanier. Under fire. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And here comes the punt team. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. There he goes. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return gets the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Floats it out in space. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This defense was put in an awful position. If they can get a stop on third down, a huge win to force the field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 7.
Turning it on. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. To throw, it's Lanier. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now looking for that first down on third and short from the 26. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. Made a defender miss. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
The give to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change. Goes on.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on third and a mile. He's looking downfield to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting them on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Knute Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot, and obviously, when you add a trophy, it's way better.
It's like the greatest players to ever do it. I mean, Joe Montana for Notre Dame, Marcus Allen,
a shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, we know this this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. Wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Trojans!
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Rush is on him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So now it's second and long. Dropping back, it's Lanier. It's complete on the right side. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Fires to the wideout. And the third down pass is knocked away by the knee. The Irish send out the punt unit.
This thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish back on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Looking downfield, it's Lanier. He's got it. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. To the ground with the back. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. So they move the Sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Sticks it in his belly. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to pass on 2nd down. The short hands. It's Lane. Creates a little space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojan. Traveler and the entire Trojan nation starting to feel their oats as SC has built a lead in this one.
I'm impressed, too, with the Trojans in this one. They've got a lot of competition in conference week in, week out. You don't get a break when you go out of conference to play Notre Dame, but mentally, they've had a lot left in the tank. They are dominating Notre Dame here, Dave.
Man, it's so fun to watch year after year. Great uniforms, great football. This matchup, the Jules Shillelagh, every single year is always fun to watch.
The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Lanier. Here comes the heat. Swings it out to the flat. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. The Irish send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would...
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Trojans want to move quickly. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So we open the final period with a third down play. To the air, it's Bond. He lobs one high down the left side. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Complete to the right. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
We see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incomplete...
He's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Wilkins. At the 35, he's got room. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Dropping back, it's Bond. He's got the back in the middle. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Escapes the sack. Caught over the middle. It's Wilkins. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And I don't like the play call, guys. honest, at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front, it's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. The Irish send out the punt unit. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They want that clock to run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Trojans have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Hard running there. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Trojan rides with a sword on his belt and a jeweled shillelagh at his side after knocking off the Fighting Irish. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.